The opening range breakout strategy is widely favored among day traders for its consistent daily setup that can be applied for any asset. However, many traders frequently make errors when implementing it. This video will provide a complete guide to the opening range breakout strategy, demonstrating how to integrate it with smart money concepts to identify the most promising entry points. Without delay, we'll begin with step 1. Defining the opening range strategy and identifying it on a chart. True to its name, this method focuses on trading the breakout of a specific range. But the key question is, which range? It's important to clarify that the range used in this strategy is not based on external liquidity levels. Instead, this strategy defines its range from a single specific candle, the first candle formed at the opening of a new trading session. To understand this, we must first consider market sessions, the designated trading hours for financial markets in different regions worldwide. The three primary sessions are the Tokyo, London, and New York sessions. While the ORB strategy can be applied to any of them, the New York session is overwhelmingly the most popular choice. This preference stems from the significantly higher trading volume and liquidity present in the market during its hours. For this reason, we will use the New York session as our example throughout this video. The core method of the ORB strategy remains the same regardless of which trading session you choose. Focusing on the New York session, the specific candle we use for the ORB range begins forming at the precise 9:30 a.m. open of a New York Stock Exchange. At this point, you simply allow the first candle to form and close. Once it does, this becomes our designated ORB candle. The trading range is then defined by marking the high and low of this candle, typically using the tops and bottoms of its wicks. The area between these two levels establishes our ORB range. A common question at this stage is which time frame to use to capture this candle. This choice is flexible and depends on your individual trading style. While we always use the first candle after the 9:30 a.m. open, selecting a different time frame chart will result in a different ORB range, offering traders several valid options to choose from. For instance, the first 30-minute candle after the open provides a 30-minute ORB range. Conversely, using the first 15-minute candle would yield a 15-minute ORB range. The same principle applies to a 5-minute time frame, where the first candle establishes a 5-minute ORB. As you can see, the primary distinction between these timeframes is the size of the resulting range. The 30-minute ORB typically creates a larger range, while the 5-minute ORB produces a much smaller one. This is why the 15-minute ORB is the most common choice among traders, as it offers an optimal balance between risk management and reliability. For this reason, we will use the 15-minute ORB in our examples. However, the core strategy for trading the breakouts remains consistent across all timeframes. Now that we understand how to identify the ORB, let's proceed to the next step, utilizing it to find actual trade setups. As previously outlined, the process begins by waiting for the 9:30 a.m. opening of the US stock market. We then allow the first candle of our chosen chart to close. In this case, since we are using the 15-minute ORB, we focus on the very first 15-minute candle that forms after the market opens. Once this candle is identified, we simply draw a horizontal level at the high of its upper wick. This becomes our ORB range high. We then draw another level at the low of its bottom wick, establishing our ORB range low. The space between these two levels defines our trading range. This complete, simple setup is all that is required to locate the ORB range for your trade entries. Now, we can zoom into the 1-minute time frame for a more detailed view of the market structure. It's important to note that trading the ORB range is a scalping technique, characterized by fast-paced trades with short holding periods. The significant advantage, however, is that it provides consistent, high-probability opportunities at the same time each trading day. The core principle is to treat the ORB high and low as key support and resistance levels. The market's reaction to these levels provides crucial signals for its next potential move. While several strategies can be derived from these two levels, we'll begin with the most straightforward one, trading the breakout. As the name suggests, this approach involves waiting for the price to break decisively through either the ORB range high or low. The critical detail is to require a full candle close beyond the level, above for a breakout long or below for a breakout short. A mere wick piercing the level is not considered a valid breakout and is often a false signal. Once a candle closes beyond the ORB level, confirming a breakout, traders have three primary options for entering the trade. The first is to enter immediately after the confirming candle closes. This approach aims to capture the entirety of the move. However, its major drawback is the high frequency of false breakouts, where the price swiftly reverses back into the range, often triggering a sensible stop loss and resulting in a losing trade. This leads to the second, more conservative option, waiting for a retest. After the initial breakout, the price often pulls back to retest the original ORB level. If the price respects this level and shows signs of bouncing, it offers a high probability opportunity to enter a long trade with a well-defined stop loss below the level. The third option involves waiting for even greater confirmation. This means allowing the retest to occur and then wait for the price to not only hold the level, but also break above the high of the initial breakout candle. This sequence strongly validates the breakout's legitimacy. The significant downside, however, is that this late entry places your stop loss much further away, resulting in a less favorable risk-to-reward ratio. When trading an ORB breakout, these three methods each present distinct advantages and drawbacks. Our preference is for the second option, trading the retest of the ORB level. This approach allows us to integrate smart money concepts, helping to identify high probability setups with more favorable risk management. It's important to note that while our examples focus on a breakout above the ORB range high, the strategy is identical for a breakout below the ORB range low. The process is simply inverted. In such a scenario, we would anticipate a downward breakout and subsequently look for a retest of the broken support level, now acting as a resistance. Now, let's explore how to enhance this approach by incorporating smart money concepts into our ORB strategy. We will again use our baseline, the 15-minute ORB range, derived from the first candle after the 9:30 a.m. open. This time, we will switch to the 5-minute chart to analyze the market's microstructure following the breakout. To strengthen the probability of our ORB breakout setup, we will look for premium discount arrays, smart money concepts that help us identify areas where significant market players are likely to intervene, adding confluence to our retest entry. This chart provides a clear example of an impulsive move that broke above the ORB range high, forming a bullish fair value gap. This creates a bullish premium discount array that overlaps with the ORB breakout, reinforcing a bullish bias and justifying a long trade setup. As discussed earlier, there are three ways to trade a breakout. Using the fair value gap as an entry target corresponds to the second option, waiting for a retest of the ORB level. In this instance, price declined into fair value gap, briefly touched the ORB level, and then rejected upward, respecting the fair value gap while retesting the breakout point. It's important to note that markets don't always produce such clean moves. Fair value gaps can behave differently. Sometimes price reverses after barely touching the fair value gap, while other times the entire fair value gap may be filled, causing price to overshoot the ORB level. Regardless, all three scenarios can still constitute valid rejections. The convergence of two distinct arrays is what increases the probability of these setups. However, the trade idea would be invalidated if the price were to break past the ORB range level and then close below the fair value gap. This underscores the importance of using a tight stop loss for this type of trade. Regarding the previous 5-minute setup, we can analyze its market structure more closely by switching to the 1-minute time frame. It's worth noting that a 1-minute fair value gap actually formed during the ORB range breakout. The problem, however, is that premium discount array on such a low time frame is generally too unreliable to trade. While some traders do use them, focusing on higher timeframes with a minimum of 5 or 15 minutes for premium discount arrays is recommended for identifying higher probability opportunities. Furthermore, breakouts are not the only strategy the ORB provides. This leads us to the next concept, learning to capitalize on false breakouts. For instance, here is another example of a 15-minute ORB range. A quick glance reveals this is a classic false breakout. The second candle's long upper wick shows that price temporarily breached the ORB range high but was rejected and closed back within the range. While this may seem insignificant, the specific price action during this failed breakout can create a potential trade setup. To analyze this, we must drop to the 5-minute time frame. Here, the market structure becomes clear. The initial 3 candles formed the ORB range, followed by the false breakout and the subsequent rejection back into the range. Crucially, the pullback that followed the false breakout formed a bearish fair value gap that overlaps with the ORB range level. This is highly significant. Just as a bullish fair value gap overlapping with the ORB level can signal a long opportunity, a bearish fair value gap at this level can now be used to treat the area as resistance. The method for trading this setup remains consistent. We would look for price retest of the ORB level from below. This time, however, our strategy shifts to entering a short position from within the bearish fair value gap. The rationale is that if the ORB range high is now acting as a resistance, the subsequent price movement will likely be downward. That demonstrates that both successful breakouts and false breakouts present viable trading opportunities. An additional insight with this false breakout setup appears when we return to the 15-minute time frame. The price action has formed a CRT. This is another method for identifying breakout rejections. Now we must proceed to a critical next step, recognizing the external levels and broader market structure crucial for trading the ORB strategy effectively. This is an area where many traders make errors. For instance, consider this 15-minute ORB example. As the chart develops, we see what appears to be a strong breakout. However, the issue becomes clear upon zooming out to a higher time frame. The breakout candle is actually testing the previous day's high. This is significant because prior daily highs and lows are key liquidity zones that the market frequently targets. While a reversal isn't guaranteed at these levels, they must be treated as major areas of interest, where outcomes can be unpredictable. In this specific case, the market did not continue its upward move. Instead, after attacking the previous day's high, it executed a liquidity sweep and then reversed sharply into a severe downturn. This scenario is precisely what you would want to avoid if you were in a long trade. To understand why, we can return to the 15-minute time frame. Although the ORB candle itself was initially respected, the dominant force was the market's draw toward liquidity at the previous day's high. When that higher time frame level was struck, it entirely invalidated the lower time frame ORB setup. This is just one example of a higher time frame premium discount array that can impact your trades. A wide range of these arrays exist. Some will strengthen your ORB setups, while others will negate them. The key takeaway is that the ORB should be treated as a tool for identifying the immediate directional bias following a new market session open. It is not a standalone system. Successful trading still requires integrating the ORB with your broader smart money concepts. That said, when applied correctly alongside this analysis, it remains a powerful strategy. And if you want to see the live application of these ORB and smart money concept principles, I break down setups like this in real time for my private group. Members get clear entry, stop loss and take profit alerts so they can trade these high probability opportunities with confidence. If you are ready to take the next step, you can check out the link to join in the video description below. I see you in the next one.